Welcome back to Home Gym Hacks and Reviews. Today I'll present the second machine that was part of my amazing Craigslist find, the Bodymasters MD 216 low back machine. Stay tuned. First, I never thought I would have a dedicated low back machine in my garage gym. I used various commercial models over the years from Techno Gym, Life Fitness, and others, and was never that impressed. I actually preferred the 45-degree back extension. Prior to this machine, now that I am training strictly in my home gym, my lower back training takes place on the PowerTech Hyper Crunch, which can be used as a 45-degree back extension and a horizontal back extension. I also use the Titan Fitness HP&D to strengthen my lower back, glutes, and hamstrings. It does get hard to progress on a bench like this because there's only so many 45s I can hold and only so many bands I can wrap around the back of my neck. On this channel, I have openly discussed the caution that I take with my lower back, and my days of rack deadlifts, and barbell bent over rows are over. In my last YouTube video, I mentioned I went to Craigslist and typed in Nautilus, and the torso arm machine popped up. I couldn't pass on the deal. As I mentioned, the seller was asking $250, and I got it for $200. I absolutely love this machine, and to my surprise, it is one of the hardest hitting chest exercises I have tried in a while. After filming the video for this machine, I had DOMs in my chest for 4 days. Granted, it was a novel exercise for me, but I only expected the torso arm to work my biceps, back, and abs. Someone mentioned using ab straps instead of grabbing the handles to prevent grip fatigue. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work as well as grabbing the handles because the range of motion is too short. When I found the torso arm machine on Craigslist, the seller's ad mentioned he had 2 other pieces of equipment for sale. He had a Stairmaster and this, the Bodymasters MD 216 low back machine. There are a couple of brands that stand out when it comes to old strength training equipment, and Nautilus, MedX, and Bodymasters always catch my attention. I couldn't believe this seller not only had an old Nautilus machine at a very good price, but also a Bodymasters machine that looked to be in great condition. My dad, who lives close to the warehouse where this was stored, picked up the 2 machines and delivered them to my house. My dad also had his 100-pound dumbbells loaded on the truck to give me. Safe to say, this was better than any Christmas morning I've ever had. The machine was pretty heavy, but the 2 of us were able to get it off of his truck and into my garage, and once I had eyes on it, I was pleased with the condition of the machine. There is a little rust at one of the adjustments, but the belt is in pretty good condition, and aside from some weird permanent ink stain on the leg pad, all the pads are in excellent condition. A hot wet rag wouldn't clean the frame, so I had to revert to a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, which did the trick. I feel like with the few minutes I put into cleaning this machine, it almost looks brand new. There are a lot of adjustments on this machine. First there is the footrest. Then the hip pad can be moved forwards, backwards, up and down. The knee pad has a hydraulic lift. There is a range of motion limiter and a 250-pound weight stack, which is incredibly convenient. There is a cam here, the belt travels around, and the red dot is the axis of rotation where the lower back gets lined up. All of the pads are comfortable and super thick. The roller pad has a circumference of 26.5 inches, just a little bit bigger than Ronnie Coleman's arms. The exercise is performed from a kneeling position and it feels incredibly effective. I feel this in my lower back, glutes, hamstrings, and I even feel it in my calves. Another nice feature is this bar that I push against that provides a lot of stability to my upper body as I perform this exercise. All of my equipment is black or dark gray, so this is the one oddball in my collection, but if I have to have an oddball machine that doesn't match the rest, I'm fine with it being a Bodymasters. Everything about this machine represents high-end quality and top-notch engineering. Admittedly, this is not a residential grade machine and was likely in a commercial gym. The sheer amount of adjustments, 2 of those being hydraulic, the density of all the pads, and the plate stack separates this from plate-loaded low-back machines for home use. There isn't a lot of information available on this machine, but it does look unique, and safe to say it feels incredibly effective. I never thought I would have a low-back machine in my garage or a Bodymasters machine, but the seller had this listed at $550, and I got it for $500. This was one of those rare Craigslist finds, and this was simply a deal I couldn't pass. If someone knows how much this was new, or what a used normally goes for, please leave a comment. I don't know if the machine will strengthen my back to the point where I can return to rack deadlifting, and even if it did, it's still not worth the risk for me. I would much rather target my lower back with a machine like this. Thank you so much for watching. If you found anything helpful, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I want to let you know that I sincerely appreciate everyone who checked out this video, and check out my affiliate links that can be found in the description of this video. Some of those links can save you some money. You can find me on Instagram at Home Gym Hacks and Reviews. And remember, if your equipment lacks, I got the hacks. Take care, everyone.